Hello Mushkins, and in this video I will be adding too much of everything into slime, and this video actually took me quite a while to prepare just because I wanted to find really interesting things to add too much of to slime, because I still wanted it to be a slime after adding all the stuff. I didn't want to add rice or any other type of weird stuff that would actually turn the slime into a really sticky mess. So I really wanted to find some interesting things to add to slime, and the first thing that I wanted to add were these squishy marshmallow beads, and they actually turned the slime into this really crunchy and bubbly slime that I really enjoyed. And then I wanted to see what would happen if I add too much clay into slime, and I decided to add these different packets of clay to the slime that I made in the previous clip. And I got these clay packets from Chinatown, and I actually did a review of these clays in a previous Christmas video that I made last year, where I did a clay slime tutorial, if you want to go and have a look at that video. And this slime was actually really difficult to mix through because I added so much clay, but it was still a lot of fun, and it turned into this really sizzly clay. It wasn't actually a slime anymore. also found these really awesome neon pigments at Chinatown, and I just had to buy a few of these bottles to add to slime, and this was actually really satisfying to do. It was just such a mess to mix it all together. It really wasn't fun because the powder actually just scattered all over and it went into the air, so it was just a mess to clean up afterwards. But it did turn into a really cool slime. The end color wasn't that great though. And as you can see, it just turned into a mess from here. My fingers were covered in the pigment. I really had to scrub under my nails everywhere. It just floated everywhere into the air. My whole phone was covered in the pigment. So it looks pretty aesthetic, but it really, really was a mess to clean up afterwards. Next, I decided to add a few colorful pom-poms to clear slime, and in this case I really added way too many pom-poms because I couldn't even stretch the slime anymore. It was just breaking apart, but it was still an incredibly crunchy slime, and I really enjoyed the crunches that the pom-poms made. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen this clip already where I mix a little blob of clear slime into a massive sponge. And from Instagram, you'll know that this video didn't work out at all. I thought that it would turn the sponge into this really crunchy, bubbly sponge, but it honestly didn't do anything. Even after leaving the sponge for a few days, nothing happened. So this was a little bit disappointing, but it was still a really pretty sponge to film. Because it's almost Christmas and this is indeed a Christmas video, I decided to add lots of glittery green paint to a slime. And then I also wanted to add some fake snow, which is basically just cut up pieces of plastic. So I just wanted to add too much of that to the slime. And then I also added some white shredded glitter just to make a really crunchy slime, and it turned into a really crunchy slime. It was just incredibly sticky because of the paint, but I ended up fixing it a little bit by adding a bit of activator. Again, if you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen that I handmade all of these mermaid tail charms, and I thought it would be really awesome to include in this video because it's almost too much. The charms are way too much and too big to be adding to slime, so I decided to add a bunch of them to one slime, and it looked pretty cool, but this was a disaster clip. The mermaid tail charms really hurt my hands and I couldn't stretch the slime. It was just way too much to add to the slime. And like I said before, this is a Christmas video, so I just had to make another Christmassy type slime. So I decided to cut up a little bit of tinsel, or actually a lot of tinsel, and add it to some clear slime. And this was actually a really cool slime. I could still stretch the slime after adding all the tinsel, which is usually what happens when you add long strips of plastic to slime. You can't really stretch it anymore, but this turned into a pretty cool slime. then to end off this video, I wanted to add a bunch of glitter to clear slime. I always enjoy making these videos because it's so pretty, and I obviously love glitter. So I really enjoyed making this one, and the slime turned out really well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all of these things that I added to slime. If you have any suggestions for a part 2 adding too much video, please let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next Christmas video.